Hello, good afternoon. My name is Professor Ayokunle Ajengbe. I'm a professor of physics at Mewa International University. This is my physics story. Actually started out as a very good student in science and mathematics from the primary school way back in Paiti High School in Kaduna, Paiti Nursery and Primary School, sorry, in Kaduna. We had a very good math teacher. I could remember one very good math teacher. I can't remember her name again in primary 3, and then in primary 4, and then primary 5. I met this man. We used to call him Mr. In fact because everything he says he has the rhetorics of using in fact. So we just call him in fact, students. Pupils at that time. Well, and he was very good with maths. He took us through everything we need to know in maths. I was doing very well, always having 100%, tests, exams. That really sprang a lot of interest. I moved from then to primary 6. I met a very good man. I think his name is Mr. Musa, if I can remember. Then I moved into junior secondary school. I became known for excellence in mathematics and science, introtech, integrated science and introtech. Then in JS2, I decided to take the junior secondary school exam, and then I passed and moved to SS1 to meet my seniors, those who were in JS3 while I was in JS2, and it was already 6 weeks into this term. So I'd already lost half of the week. So many tests were already done. So many assignments. I had to rush, struggle. And when I came in, a lot of teachers told them, okay, Ayokunle has left JS2, he's now in JS3. You guys are going to have a very good fight. The guy will really will shake a lot of tables, intellectually in this class. They thought it was a joke. So I did the first term. I failed physics, passed other subjects like that, though not excellently, but I still came third overall in science class. And then in JS2, I was still finding my footing. Then I now passed physics, and then I came second. But one thing about my physics is that the person who taught us physics actually read geology. If I knew what I know now, I would have recommended for the school to get a physics teacher or a physics graduate or engineering graduate. And that's why I always advocate it for any school institution. Get a degree holder in that subject because they have deeper and more robust knowledge about it. For example, if you do mechanics in 100 level, engineering just go ahead, they start doing fluid mechanics, what have you, thermodynamics. But in physics, you still come back to do the same mechanics. We now break it into classical mechanics. You also have, analytical mechanics. So different shades of the mechanics that now makes you to be an authority in that field. The detailedness, is now what makes you a specialist in physics. So I think that was really the issue. I was not really understanding because what I just did was to get my brother's piano KK and started reading throughout the holiday. All my friends were playing, were happy. I was crying like, how can the best student in a particular class go to another class and go and fail a subject? And I came third, which has never happened. So it made me to really sit up. I sat down and started reading. I stopped playing football. For that has been my issue. It took away my social life completely. I started staying all night reading, trying to understand physics. There was one copper in my compound that would solve questions and go and show her. She would explain to me. She would, and all that. And then when we got to SS2, I understood physics better. By the time I was sitting for GCE in SS2, I made a distinction in physics, mathematics, further maths, and all that. But my school was very good with physics, English, and maths. They had very good, though they have good teachers in other subjects, but they are very key about English and maths. So my interest in math also made me to push very hard to do very well in further math. So I went in for further math. I did all the differentiation and all that, and that really helped me when I got to the university because I started doing calculus, applying calculus in physics. So it wasn't really like a new thing. Okay, so the necessary I now sat for my WAEC, senior secondary school exam. Good, I still had distinction in physics all through, you know, WAEC and NECO. Then I moved on to ABU. I actually wanted to study medicine. Applied first time I was given physics. The second one, my name did not even come out at all. Just like the story of one of my friend who applied for medicine, was given vet medicine. First time he applied, the second time vet medicine, the third time I think vet medicine. So he had to stay put. I don't think he has any regret doing vet. That's my story too, because in physics, I've come to understand that every body of knowledge, scientific knowledge, has a truth in physics. So physics has made me to understand or to know that there is nothing I would have been benefited being a medical doctor that I will not benefit being a physicist. So actually, I moved on, and I wasn't too serious, but I started well, and later on started, acclimatizing, and I wish I knew what I know now. I would have put in all the best I can to be able to come out, as the topmost top, not only in the department but in the whole university. So, I did well in my physics and came out very well. And then it was when I even graduated I started knowing the importance of physics. So I seen physicists, oh, so this man did nuclear physics, look at where he is. This man did geophysics, look at NDA is looking for him, like Professor Sazwa, other companies are looking for him. They are, so somebody can be honorable like this. Okay, so I'm going to put in my bed, and that was how I was pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing hard till I became, who I am now in physics. So today when I see people, I've been a crusader of physics, trying to talk to youngsters. One thing is, any graduate of physics, go and join Nigerian Institute of Physics. That is the beginning point of being a professional in physics. Okay, go and join that. And then I also talk to youngsters. Look at opportunity. A field that has over 500 area of specialization. Just because people don't know about it, you understand? Just because people don't know. I have a lot of colleagues who are doing very well in engineering now. So many of them end up doing material engineering and what have you. Do you get it? Some of them end up doing telecommunication engineering. The basis is physics. So I've been a crusader of physics. I've been like an apostle of physics. I've been talking to youngsters, look at opportunities, do nuclear physics, do courses that, and physicists were actually very few. Very, very few. So this is an area you can actually launch into. You get it, and get your global reference and make serious impact in the life of yourself and the society. So I encourage youngsters to embrace physics. Physics has come to stay. Physics is a field that we will always need. Without physics, engineering is nothing but craftsmanship, like I've always said. It's even less than craftsmanship. So physics is the alpha and omega. I'm telling you, it is the alpha and omega. And I've come to understand that every field of study, if you look at it, has its bearing in physics. Okay? It has a bearing in physics. So this is my physics story. I've been doing a lot of research, doing publications. I've written so many books. I've spoken at conferences, and like I said, I have a lot of research papers. I've done trainings for good people. People within and outside Nigeria. I do online trainings. I consult. I've contacts both within and outside Nigeria, African countries. I have membership with international organizations. I'm making my contribution in the area of physics. I'm currently teaching in the Department of Physics, Mewa International University, and I really, really, find it very fascinating because the environment is conducive for any kind of academic exploit you want to, pursue. I have a very wonderful team there. The university is really doing well. The university is relatively young, but with what I'm saying in a couple of years, like 3, 4, let's just say 5 years to come, it's going to be like the leading university in Nigeria and Africa. I believe that because we have very experienced and dedicated workforce. Thank you.